Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Harihi Om.
That which we call the outer world is perfect. This which we call the inner world is perfect. Each one filled with divine consciousness. Perfect comes from perfect. Take perfect from perfect. The remainder is perfect. Divine consciousness is non-dual. Anything that emerges from the divine consciousness is whole, is complete, is Purna. May peace and peace and peace be everywhere. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva.
Hi everyone and welcome to Purnamadah Season 4, Episode 7. And the guest today with our beloved Dr. Tripti Jain. And Dr. Tripti Jain by now doesn't need any introduction because we have already crossed 3 seasons with us. And we have had amazing participants and we have got amazing feedbacks from all of you. And every episode, we get numerous feedbacks, numerous messages saying that how the guest has turned your life, and you have learned something from the guest. I'm sure this time the guest that we have from us is belongs to the city of joy, Kolkata. And I'm very proud to be hosting this show since I also belong to Kolkata. So we have those Kolkata connect with us. And we have with us Hrinita Khan. And the best thing about our guest today is she was born in Kolkata. Right now she's settled in Bangladesh. She had a intercaste marriage, and we say that love knows no boundaries, and that is what Hrinita is proving today with her strong love that she has for her husband and her family. And about Renita, she's into occult, and she practices Reiki, and she is also learning numerology and tarot. And you'll be surprised to hear that her life path, the message for her life path, was none other given by none other than her mother, who had passed away. And she met an occult person, and that lady gave her the message through her mother that her mother said that her life path belonged into occult sciences and to help people around her. So let us get going and start this episode with Rinita Khan. And thank you so much, Dr. Tripti Jain, for calling us on this episode and allowing us to host it and bring amazing insights from people. So, Rinita, welcome to the show Purnamada with all of us.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you to Drupti ma'am. Thank you, Abhi ma'am. I'm so grateful to both of you.
Thank you, Hrinita, and welcome everybody. So, Hrinita, I remember we met this year in January 2020 when you attended the Past Life workshop out there in Calcutta, and you had some profound experiences.
Yes.
So, Hrinita, I just want to know that since your childhood, uh, what was the kind of relationship that you had with your parents? Because I know when you came for the workshop, you were so keen to know more about your parents and your relationship with them.
Correct.
So, can you tell us something about your childhood first and these spiritual leanings that you are now exploring?
Sure. Ma'am, actually, with my parents, my relation was like a golden frame, you can say. It was a frame of golden feelings. When they passed away, that feelings became more prominent to me. When they were there with me, I couldn't imagine, I couldn't realize how precious they are, but definitely the feelings were very strong for them. But gradually, when I felt their absence, I became mad. When I came to your PLR session, that time I lost my father. And I felt that he was trying to convey some messages to me. Uh, if I'm going back, during the month of December, actually, I came to know about you from the YouTube series, which you used to do 10 or 11 years back. That is Raz Pichle Janam Ka. I and my son, elder son, we used to watch that, and we were so amazed to see that is that really happened. It was a question, but I used to enjoy it a lot. So one day while I was watching, suddenly something came to my mind that मैं भी मैम से मीट करूंगी अगर मुझे मौका मिले. That just came. Then during the month of December, actually my father passed away on 30th July 2019. उसके बाद से मैं पागल हो गई थी. To be very honest and frank, I was just mad. Uh, every time I used to cry for my father, I couldn't believe that he's no more. I couldn't
Mm,
believe. Even my mom was with me. I left my husband. I left my husband means I left my elder son with my husband there in Dhaka. I came here with my younger son, and I was here. And my husband said, "कुछ मत देखो, बस अपने अपनी माँ को बचाओ. You don't have to think anything. Just save your mother." He was so supportive that I didn't think about my family. अपने परिवार के बारे में मैंने कुछ भी नहीं सोचा. I
mm,
just thought about Ma, and I was in tremendous pain that my Baba is no more with me. So I tried a lot to talk to him, but he never used to come. But he used to feel his presence.
mm,
वो he used to make sound.
mm,
No one will believe that, but I have felt his presence uh, many a times. Even he touched my hand also.
mm,
So one night, I somehow I got the FB address of Trupti ma'am, and I messaged her. Ki ma'am, I want to meet you up, and I want to listen to what my father wants to convey. So ma'am just wrote a line that what you want in short, let me know. I said I want to meet you up. Then
mm,
nothing came from her side. On December last week, I got a message on the messenger that she'll be here during the month of January. There will be a PLR sessions and all. So I was so excited that I thought, God gave me this opportunity. I have to grab it. So then I saw Madam when she entered the room, the hall. I was feeling before when she was not there that पता नहीं मैडम कैसे होंगी इतनी बड़ी सेलिब्रिटी हैं कितने लोगों के साथ बैठी हैं पता नहीं मैडम कैसे बिहेव करेंगी I was just thinking like this the moment she entered I saw her and I started getting healed that was her presence उनको देखा और मेरा जो है healing portion शुरू हो गया तो फिर she did so many works. I mean, so many beautiful games she played with us, psychological games, and it was so worth it. Later on, she took us to the mother's womb, and then to the backside. Not backside, to my past life. I saw three past lives of mine, and I clearly remember. I saw my father uh, as my father in one of my birth and as my daughter in my another birth. And the thing that I saw, I felt so relieved. And when I asked my father while coming back from the session, Trupti madam always gives a space that you can talk to the person. I, I spoke to my father. He spoke to me. And I got so much of relief that I stopped crying. While doing the PLS session, there also I was crying. But after the PLS session, I was relieved. I was like, uh, I was feeling as if my father is with me. Why I'm crying? It was just like that. And believe me, ma'am, my father is still with me. He's still with me. Even my mom is still with me. They both are with me. And today also, they told me that they're feeling very happy because I said, I'm going to give a tribute to both of you through Trupti ma'am. And both felt so happy. And that because only because of Trupti ma'am. And I'm really grateful to her.
Wonderful, Renita. So, in that one past life that you saw where your dad was your dad, and in another lifetime, he was your son, right? So, can you tell us a little
Daughter.
bit about
He
that
was my
past?
daughter.
He was your daughter, okay. So, can you tell us a little bit about that lifetime?
Okay. I'm telling the first one. It was in 1792. It was in France, Edinburgh.
Hmm.
Okay, I saw myself, madam. As I have practiced with your audio many a times, I got my name. My name was Victor.
Hmm.
My name was Victor. I was a army. I think the commander in chief of the army, and we were fighting the French Revolution. So I saw my father as my father. I got to know him through his eyes, and it's just amazing when you will look at the eyes, you will get to know who is the person is. Who's the person is. It's actually amazing. I saw him just once. He was looking at me with so much of happiness, and I saw my husband as my wife. And the
Okay.
most important thing is that I saw my younger son, his name is Ryman, as my son during that birth. And his face was exactly the same that he is having now.
Right.
It's
Right.
just a wonder. It's just a wonder. I feel so attached with him. I feel so much attached with him. But I didn't get any other vision of my father during that birth. But the more vision that I got was in the second one, which I saw. That was in Jaipur. It is around 1862 or something like that. Ma'am, I really don't remember the date. I'm really sorry for that.
Hmm.
But it is during 1862 or 60, where I saw myself as a zamindar having a fort of mine. It's in Jaipur. And I saw my father as my daughter. Her name was Champa.
Hmm.
Her name was Champa. And she looked so beautiful, almost like Mirabai.
Hmm.
Her attire was like Mirabai. What we see when we look at the Rajasthani ladies during
Hmm.
that era, he was wearing that type of attire, and he was so close to me, and
Hmm.
I loved her so much. Then she got married, and after a few years, her husband was attacked and was killed. So again, she came back.
Hmm.
So again, she came back, and she had a son that time when she came back. That time she was a widow. That time she was
Hmm.
a widow. And the
Hmm.
son, that means my grandson, is my elder son, who is now with me.
So, Renita, how many children you have right now?
Two, two.
Two. Okay, and Renita, before the session happened with
Hmm.
ma'am, the first session that happened, did you ever know about the dates of French Revolution or anything?
No, it never came to my mind. Never ever.
So, Renita, while you were talking, I was doing a Google. So, French Revolution actually happened from 1789 to 1799. So, that was
Correct.
a span of 10 years that, ma'am, French Revolution happened.
Right.
So, Renita, so that really gives us a right time and date.
Yes.
Hmm.
And
And that place,
second,
I also tell you, I'm telling you the name of that place. I saw myself in the, it's in Edinburgh. It's, it is now used as a museum.
That.
Holyrood Palace. Holyrood Palace. I saw that palace.
Holy Root
Yes.
Palace.
Yes.
Okay. Like
And
Renita said, that people recognize their relatives or their people through eyes. So, ma'am, what is it about the gateway, that the eyes are the gateway to the soul, that you always
Yes,
say?
yeah, the eyes
Ma'am,
are
if
the
you can talk
gateway.
about it.
The eyes are the gateway to the soul because they say that through the eyes you can recognize, because the face is going to be different. But in her case, like the son's face is very similar, is what she said. But generally, your structure, because your, the kind gender will also be different, right? You may be a male in some lifetime, maybe a female in some lifetime. But when you look at somebody, you can actually recognize that person, because it's like a telepathic communication that starts taking place between at the soul level. And that's how we ask the person to look into the eyes, because then the person just gets the message as to who the person is in the current lifetime. Because I can't tell the person, look at the finger or look at the forehead or look at the hair, right? But the eyes is something, because when through our life, what is the most important part of our body, a sense organ, is the eyes, right? It's through the eyes that we take in the entire universe, all our experiences, everything we absorb more through our eyes, right? So that is why when we look at somebody's eyes, you get a feeling that, oh, this person likes me, or this person doesn't like me, or this person feels disappointed. Through the years, you can't make out if this person is angry. But through the eyes, I can make out that this person is angry. Through looking at the ears, I can't say this person is sad. But through the eyes, I can say the person is sad. So eyes hold emotions, so that's why we always say look into the person's eyes. So yeah, so Abhilasha, that's the reason we say this. So Renita, go on and tell us one more experience that you've had about health, the health
Yes,
regression.
I saw in the French Revolution birth. I mean, I'm taking the name of the French Revolution because so that everybody will understand. So in that birth, I saw myself being attacked by the. I don't know whether they were enemies or not, but I had a fight with some few people, and I think who took the revenge. And उन्होंने मुझे गन से शूट किया था at the back of my spinal cord, and I still have the pain there, which I'm trying to heal through Reiki, because I have still the pain there at the back of
Okay.
my spinal cord where
All
they shoot.
right. Right. So that is how you know that that pain is there because of the
I have
gunshot that took
come
place.
to know only because of you, ma'am, because I was not aware of that. Just because of you, I've come to know everything.
Wow.
Just because of you are the main doctor. You are the real doctor.
Okay, okay. So tell me now. We know that you're a Hindu, right? And you married a Muslim, and
Correct.
God bless the two of you. I'm sure you're having a happy married life.
Thank you.
So, how did you meet your husband, and have you seen him in a past life? And was there a connect? Did you feel what was it?
I will tell you a story. It is not a story. Actually, my husband told me before he met me. He went to Dubai. He was working in Sanjeev Kapoor's options. No, firstly he was working in Sanjeev Kapoor's Khazana, and then he was shifted to Sanjeev Kapoor's options. I went to Sanjeev Kapoor's Khazana, but before I came to Dubai, he already saw me in some party, but I was not there.
Oh,
I was
okay.
not there. He still remembers. He always mentions that, Ronita, I saw you. I saw you, and the dress you were wearing in Dubai that day, you were wearing that particular dress in that party. I saw you there. I said, that time I was not in Dubai, I was in Kolkata. This is
Okay.
something
Wow.
which I cannot explain. But he said, I saw you before you came.
Right.
Wow.
Yes. And then we met there. He was my boss. He was my boss in the office. And I learned so many works from him. He's a very good worker. He's very active and he's very dedicated. So I learned that from him, how to be very dedicated, because you can understand I'm very enthusiastic. I'm very मैं बहुत चंचल हूँ.
Emotional,
Very, very.
enthusiastic. Yeah.
मैं बहुत चंचल हूँ. I'm very I'm very like that. Even after the mother of two babies, still I'm like this. So what I was before, just imagine. So he made me learn the life. He always used to tell me, "This is life. You have to accept it." And it was very tough for me because I was in a fairyland that time. But he showed me the scenario of the life. He said that this is not the place where you will be working. This is not your right place. तुम जहाँ पे आ गई हो गलत जगह है. तुमने
हाँ,
गलत डिसीजन लिया, ऐसे वो बोलता था मुझे, तो मुझे बहुत खराब लगता था कि क्या बोल रहा है, आई एम इन दुबई एंड दिस एंड
हाँ,
दैट. But he showed me the right scenario and he guided me like anything. As an angel, he guided me that time when my parents were not with me because I was in Dubai. They were in Kolkata. It was not possible for them to come. My husband was there. I mean, not as my husband, but as a friend, as a colleague. He helped me in many ways, which I cannot
wonderful,
explain right now because फिर तो
wonderful.
घंटों भर मैं बात करती रहूंगी.
So
Wow.
I
But
can
one
see
thing,
the love that you
yeah,
have for him,
it's
huh?
been 13 years. It's been 13 years, but still I feel the very fresh feeling that I felt
Oh,
when I first saw him.
lovely, very
That I can
nice.
feel till now. And one
Uh,
thing more, when he used to look at me, I used to feel as if ये जो वो देख रहा है मुझे, मैंने इसको कहीं पे देखा है. I used to feel like this.
um,
His eyesights were not new for me. I
um,
used to tell him that the way you look at me, I think I know you before, from before. This I
um,
used to tell him, but I never realized that how he's connected with me. But after I came to your PLR session, I got the answer.
what was it? Tell me.
He was my wife in
Ah,
that French Revolution part. He was
right.
my wife. He was wearing a green gown, blonde hair, and very beautiful. But the eyesights were the same.
Mm.
And she used to love me a lot. She was having so much of love on her face for me, and I was so in love, so much in love with her that I could easily realize the feeling, what I was
Ah.
feeling that time.
So
After
then you
coming from the,
shared this with him?
yes, I have, but he's little. He feels shy when I talk like this because I become the man. He becomes the wife.
That's so sweet. But then tell me, Renita, now that you're married to a Muslim,
Hmm.
uh, uh, I mean, generally they are not very open to past life therapy and rebirth and stuff like that. So what
Correct.
about your husband? Is he? I mean, was he fine with you coming to the workshop?
I mentioned him after the workshop because I wanted to give him a surprise. I
Huh,
told him that I'm going to do something which I will not tell you right now, but later on. So wait.
huh,
So after
huh.
the workshop, I told him, you know what I've got? I've got my 4 lives, 3 lives, 2 lives, 1 life, and I've seen you and all this, that. He
Huh.
was amazed. He said, what you're saying? I said, let me come to Dhaka and I will let you know in details what I've seen. So
Oh
he was
yes,
also
you.
surprised.
Oh, so you still haven't met him since January?
No, I went to Dhaka for the last time on February, but after that, when I came back, then the border got closed.
Ah,
So from after February, I didn't see his face.
right. And
So
then, of course, your mom passed away, right,
during the month
Renita?
of March. So I was so imbalanced, but
Mm.
thanks to spiritual world that it saved me. And my mom, she also came and told me that this is the right path for you. So you follow that path and you will get the happiness. And she's with me. And today I really want to give this tribute to both my parents. And I want that everybody should know that children really love their parents no matter how much they fight, no matter how much they protest about regarding their parents and all, but inwardly they actually love their parents like anything. This I want to tell everyone.
Yes, that's a
I'm
lovely
sure,
message.
Anita, your parents might be hearing this now,
Yes,
and they would be proud
absolutely.
and happy that their daughter is now balanced. And like you said, that you were actually a boat which had no anchor, and it was your husband
Correct.
who provided anchor to you, who gave you that
Correct.
stability, right?
Correct.
So
I'm
everyone,
blessed that I got a husband like him. I'm
Sweet.
really blessed that I've got a husband like him, and I feel so much. I feel so much of love till now after 13 years. I don't feel fighting with him. I feel like हम लोग हाथ पकड़ के यहाँ वहाँ घूमेंगे like
you
like
know,
that.
Renita, even if you can recollect, Dr. Brian Weiss in one of his books, Only Love is Real, he's talking about this only, how
Yes,
people meet, in
yes,
different the soulmate. Yes,
absolutely. And I think I have to tell everybody that as we look at Renita and we hear her speak about the deep love and affection that she shares for her husband, after 13 years, she is still talking like a little child who's just found her love in her life. I mean, this is how soulmates meet. different religions, different nationalities, and they love each other. And you know what you said, Renita, is amazing. That your husband, who was not your husband then, saw you in a party when you were still in
Yes,
Kolkata and not in Dubai. So you can
correct,
imagine the kind of soul connect that he must have had with you to bring you to Dubai, you know, to pull you to Dubai so that he could
correct.
meet you and work with you. So who kind of proposed? He proposed to you or you proposed to him? You.
It's me.
It has to be
I'm
you.
always the man. I'm always the man.
And that's so
I proposed to
amazing.
him, but I in a very soft way. Like, do you have any soft corner for me? So he
Uh,
said no. So I felt okay, fine, mistake हो ही जाता है, कोई बात नहीं, तो ये मन की गलती हो सकती है. After 2 days, he said, if my answer is yes, then what will be your answer? Then I took another 2 days to reply yes.
that is called a
But
play.
it was really
You
amazing.
know, soul
Yeah,
play.
yeah,
This is what we are learning today with Renita. There's something called soul play. The soul won't just say yes; it will play around, test the waters before it says yes. And so, Renita, was there any kind of resistance from your side that oh he's a Muslim and you know nahi Renita शादी नहीं करनी चाहिए, all that stuff? ऐसा था कुछ थोड़ा बहुत?
अरे अब आपको बताती हूँ, मैं तो
हाँ,
इतनी डर गई थी कि मैंने कहा था मम्मी को नहीं बताऊंगी, चलो शादी कर लेते हैं. तो
हाँ,
ही वाज द पर्सन ही सेड
हाँ,
नहीं, पहले मम्मी को बताओ, पापा को बताया है, मम्मी को भी बताओ,
हाँ.
let's see what she says. Without letting them know, we will not marry. He was the person who said like
So
this.
sweet.
Not me.
And
Not
then,
me.
and
I
then,
was so afraid. I diverted my phone call to his number कि मम्मी फोन करेगी तो उसके नंबर पे जाएगा, मैं बात नहीं कर पाऊंगी. I was really afraid of her.
uh,
Then she spoke to him.
uh,
She spoke to him, and then I don't know what happened after that. My husband decided now is the time to get married, and we married on 1st April. It's on Fool's Day. We married.
how sweet is this?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you're
I mean,
married on 1st of April,
1st April.
13 years
1st
ago,
Yes, in
and
2009.
lovely.
It will be 13 years now. We married in 2008, 1st
Yes.
April. So we'll be
Wow.
covering 13 plus. It will be 13 plus.
And two beautiful sons.
Yes. One is 11 years old, will be 12 very soon, and the other one is 3 years old.
Ma'am,
Lovely.
if you see now when Renita is especially saying April Fool's Day, ma'am, for Fool's Day is also, I can now relate it to tarot also, Renita. We have the
Correct.
Fool's card where this person is a very, free-spirited person walking around, free-spirited, vivacious. So, you actually resemble that free-spirited person so much.
Yeah, and now that Renita is studying the tarot, she knows the Fool card.
No, I know. It's the best card that I like because it has all the attributes. Only we have to understand.
Lovely,
Yes,
Renita.
and now I will just check how it relates with my character. Now we'll check.
That's so sweet, Renita. So definitely you found your soul mate, you found your soul calling, which is to do with spiritual
Yes.
work. You're learning your tarot, numerology, Reiki, right? So how do you want to take this forward now, Renita? How
Forward means
you
I'll take it as my profession. I'll start doing tarot readings for people so that I can heal them in that aspect, and then I will start my own school. That is what my mother dreamt of. So I
okay?
will fulfill her dreams also.
Oh, lovely.
This
So
all came after her demise. This all came after her
yes.
demise, and I will fulfill that.
So tell me, Renita, how are you getting the messages from your parents in your dhyan karte hue when you're meditating,
I
or
I can hear their voice.
okay?
I can smell. I can smell their spirit. I mean, I can tell you the taste of my mom. I can tell you the taste of my father. I can smell their taste when the
Tell
spirits come.
me, tell me more about this
When
experience.
when my mother comes, it becomes little जैसा कि तीखा जैसा होता है ना, तीखा जैसे हम लोग खट्टा और तीखा मिला के जब लेते हैं, तो that type of taste comes to my tongue
Okay.
when my mom comes.
Hmm.
When my father comes, it's like जैसे हम लोग करेला लेते हैं ना, तो थोड़ा बहुत वैसा लगता है. with a little bit of tikha and karela. So I understand that Baba has come.
Okay.
And now I can hear for the last 2 months I can hear their voice. So I am so grateful to God, because I used to cry and I used to ask God that at least give me a chance to talk to my parents. I am getting mad. So
Hmm.
I got this blessing from God that I can talk to them. I really talk to them while I'm cooking. I
Hmm.
asked my mom, Ma, how you used to make this thing? She tells me, give this, give this ingredient and all, and I cook like that, and it becomes amazingly delicious.
So
Right.
Renita,
No one will
when
believe
you
me, I
learned
know.
Reiki, I'm sure, because with Reiki we actually open up a lot of channels with we open a lot of our subconscious
Correct.
channels, and I'm sure Reiki must have helped you grasp more into this occult of
Hmm.
yours, this occult
I didn't
powers
know
of
about
yours.
it, but I didn't know about it much. But Trupti ma'am told me that you must have opened the channel by which you can hear their voices.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
So, Arnita, tell me, when you hear their voice,
Hmm.
what is the kind of quality of the voice? Like, is it the way I'm speaking to you, or is it slow? Is it softer? Anything you can tell us about how the voice comes to you?
It
Yeah,
comes very soft.
it comes soft.
It
Okay.
comes very soft, but it is their voice only. It is their voice only. I can listen to my Baba's voice. It is his voice. I can listen to my Ma's voice. It is her voice, but softer, not louder.
Okay. And do you have to pay a lot of attention when the voice is coming to you?
No, right now also she's telling me
Hmm.
that you are looking very pretty, and I can hear that too.
Right.
And
Very
now, ma'am,
nice.
how I saw my connection with my mom was that during one of your session, I forgot the name. Remember,
Hmm.
ma'am, you asked us to write on the page, and then आप उसको फाड़ देना, उसको हम लोग
Yes,
जला
yes,
देंगे. ये एक
fear,
सेशन आपने
fear,
करवाया था.
Yeah.
fear
Fear.
related
Okay,
regression. Yeah. Hmm.
correct. There, I saw my mother as my mother-in-law in my previous birth, and I was from Bihar. It was
Mhm.
in 1916, 1916.
Hmm.
And I saw myself as a Bihari lady wearing a rainbow type sari, rainbow colored sari.
Yeah.
And I saw my home. There was a cycle which was placed in front of the home. Cycle.
Hmm.
उस एरा में तो लोग साइकिल यूज करते थे, तो
Hmm.
एक साइकिल मेरे घर के सामने. अब हम जब अंदर घुसे तो I saw my husband, but I couldn't realize, I couldn't identify him with anybody. He
Hmm.
was having beard and all, but I couldn't
Hmm.
identify him.
Hmm.
Then when you asked us कि आप अंदर देखो, आपको किससे इंट्रोड्यूस करवा रहे हैं, ये देखो, remember ma'am?
Hmm.
Then
Hmm.
I saw my mother as my mother-in-law, aged one. I saw her eyes and I saw the same face. She was wearing specs and she was looking at me and she was smiling.
Hmm.
I was so happy and I felt that that is why I feel so much in love with her, because maybe she has done a lot for me. So it
Hmm.
was my time to do something for her.
Right.
So in
Right.
that way, and ma'am, I have seen her twice or thrice. Again, when I wanted to go back with your audio, and I saw that she was telling me that please take care of my son, please take care of your children and all. She was having a very good relationship with me that time.
Wonderful. Very nice, Renita. So,
Very, very
Renita, any particular to all our viewers and listeners who watch Purnamadah, do you want to give any message?
I want to tell everybody, please come and meet Madam Trupti Jain when she will be coming to your place for past life regression, so that you will come to know many things about yourself, many things about the world, many things about the life, which will, which will heal all your blockages, because her face itself is a healer. Once you will come in contact with her, you will start getting healed, and in that respect you will start getting healed from your blockages. So definitely, if you get a chance to meet ma'am, please don't escape, please come and meet her. Even if you're not taking the PLR, doesn't matter, but just meet her. It will help you a lot, because she is the guru of all this.
That is very sweet of you, Renita. But do you want to give a personal message to all the viewers about how they should, approach life, how they should love their parents, because that's really very important for
Ma'am,
you?
actually, we actually become very negative very easily. What I felt from my life, to become negative is very easy, but to become positive, it takes time. But once you will get to know what positivity is, you will be in love with that. And when positivity will come in your life, you will forget every negativity, and then whatever will happen, the universe will always accept the positive thing inside you, and you will start getting the fruits. So that way, be positive. That is the first and foremost thing. Be positive, and everything positive will start happening in your life. Never think about enmity. Never think that I will hurt that people. If you have hurt, please ask apology from the person. If not face to face, then go to the soul level and ask for apology. Then you will see the changes will come in your life, which has happened to me too. Very important thing to forgive, be able to go up.
So you're
And
saying that forgiveness is very important.
to make yourself happy, you have to forgive, you have to be positive, and you have to love Trupti, ma'am.
Okay, so sweet.
Ma'am, the
Okay,
best thing about that, Renita, now that I know that you are into Reiki also. Remember in Reiki, when we start doing Reiki, we have the Reiki prayer where we thank ourselves. Then the second is we thank our parents, for giving birth to us. And the third is then we thank our guru who have taught us Reiki. And then to the masters, we thank them. So, all are in alignment. You have your parents with you. You have Dr. Tripti Jain and of course your Reiki masters. And then you have the higher souls who are guiding you.
Correct.
So if you see, all your prayers are there in sync with you in this life.
My home is now full of angels. That I tell my kids that our home is now full of angels. कुछ खराब नहीं होगा हमारे लाइफ में, और जो होना था हो चुका है, अब जो होगा सब अच्छा होगा. So be positive. तो मैंने ये जो एक चीज
wonderful.
अपने बच्चों को,
Very nice,
nothing
Rinita.
bad will
Tathatsu,
happen.
ऐसा ही हो. Okay,
Thank you, ma'am.
तथात्सु ऐसा ही हो, तेरी लाइफ में खुशी ही खुशी हो, and you have a wonderful future ahead. That's all
Thank
that
you,
we
ma'am.
both can think of.
Thank you
So,
so much, ma'am.
so thank you so much. Anything else, Abhilasha, you want to
Yes,
talk
ma'am.
about?
Before we end up, and we would just like to thank Renita for coming up on the show. Renita, we know you are very pressed with time since you're traveling back to Bangladesh tomorrow, and you're meeting your husband after a gap of 9 months. So we understand that it will be a wonderful emotional time and journey for you. But on behalf of the entire team and on behalf of ma'am also, we would like to wish you the best in your journey with your healings, and may your mother's guidance that she has given you, that you should go into occult, may this continue, the journey continue with you, and you shine well in this all aspect, Renita.
Absolutely.
Thank you so very much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you so much, Rinita. Bye bye.
पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ